Hello, we are watching VNA News Podcast Daily and following today's headlines.
The Prime Minister of Haiti starts his official visit to Vietnam at the invitation of Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng. Asian bishops conclude their 6-day meeting in Ho Chi Minh City. Seminar discusses men's role in ending domestic violence and protecting the rights of women and girls.
The Prime Minister of Haiti is making an official visit to Vietnam. At the invitation of Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng, an official welcome ceremony was held for the Haiti Prime Minister on December 17.
At the talks held after the welcome ceremony, Prime Minister Dũng applauded the 4-day visit, which is the first to Vietnam by a high-ranking Haitian leader. He said it creates momentum for strengthening the friendship and cooperation between the two countries. Dũng affirmed that Vietnam wants to develop its friendship and cooperation with Haiti in all aspects in order to serve the development of both countries. The two prime ministers pledged to discuss the establishment of a long-term strategic partnership on food security. Following the talks, the two prime ministers signed a Vietnam-Haiti joint communique on the visit and witnessed the signing of a memorandum of understanding for the establishment of a strategic investment partnership between Viettel and the Haiti government. Later, the two leaders met with the media to announce the outcomes of their talks. On the same day, the Haitian Prime Minister was received by Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng and National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng. The party chief affirmed that Vietnam always attaches importance to consolidating and developing the friendship and cooperation with Latin American countries, including Haiti. The Haitian Prime Minister expressed the wish to share experience with Vietnam in national management, as well as strengthen ties with the Southeast Asian nation in various fields, especially food security. He affirmed that Haiti will open its embassy in Hanoi in the early time. Chairman Hùng spoke highly of the outcomes of the talks between Lamothe and his Vietnamese counterpart, which he said will help raise bilateral ties to a new height and open up opportunities for the two peoples to strengthen mutual understanding. He suggested that the two parliaments should promote cooperation and exchange activities, adding that the two countries should also actively coordinate with each other in all aspects for peace and development in the world.
Vietnam and Russia have many opportunities to expand their bilateral trade now that Russia has become a member of the World Trade Organization. This is the assessment of experts from the Ministry of Industry and Trade at the seminar in Ho Chi Minh City on December 17.
A representative from the Russian Trade Representative Agency in Vietnam said that two-way trade between the two countries is expected to reach $3.5 billion this year, with Russia's export to Vietnam increasing by 44% in the first 10 months of the year. At the same time, the country's import of Vietnamese goods also rose by 36%. After joining the WTO, Russia will reduce tariff on Vietnamese farm produce and other products. As a result, Vietnam's export to Russia is expected to grow by at least 40% each year. At the event, the ministry's experts also gave their assessment on opportunities and challenges when an agreement on a free trade area between Vietnam and the Customs Union of Russia, Belarus and Kazakhstan is put into place.
The 10th Plenary Assembly of the Federation of Asian Bishops' Conferences, FABC, closed in Ho Chi Minh City on December 16th after 6 days of meeting.
The assembly, which was held in Vietnam for the first time, opened on December 10th in Dong Nai Province's Xuân Lộc Diocese. Themed 40 years of Federation of Asian Bishops' Conferences, responding to the challenges of Asia, the assembly was attended by 200 cardinals, archbishops, bishops, and church representatives from Asia, Europe, Australia, and the Vatican. According to the Vietnam Catholic Church, the assembly afforded a chance for Catholics in Asia who share similarities in geography, culture, and society to share their knowledge and experience in carrying out Catholic missions and contributions to life. This is also a chance to introduce the country and the Vietnamese people to the audience. The success of the Grand Asian Assembly in Vietnam demonstrated the place of Catholicism and the Vietnam Catholic Church in the heart of the people and nation.
Officials of the northern province of Quảng Ninh on December 16th sat down and discussed with Japanese investors and experts measures to develop green economy in the province.
Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Phạm Minh Chính, said Quảng Ninh aims to shift from a brown growth model that is based on limited natural resources to green growth. The province will also strengthen sea-based economy in order to create a strong foundation for a great leap in comprehensive development after 2020, he said. Chief Representative of the Japan International Cooperation Agency (JICA) in Vietnam, Monotori Tsuno, affirmed that Japan will provide financial and technical support as well as share experience with Quảng Ninh province in developing a green economy. Japan is now Quảng Ning's largest ODA provider with 13 projects capitalized at $200 million.
The Vietnamese and Lao Finance Ministries jointly held a ceremony on December 17th to inaugurate a project to upgrade the northern Lao Financial College in Luang Prabang province.
The 22 billion Vietnamese dong, nearly $1.1 million project, is a gift from the Vietnamese Finance Ministry. It built a two-story dormitory which can accommodate nearly 300 students and upgraded the working space for the school staff. Lao representative thanked the Vietnamese party and state in general and the finance ministry in particular for their assistance for Luang Prabang province over the past years. The inauguration of the project in the Vietnam Solidarity and Friendship Year 2012 is evidence of the effective cooperation between the two ministries that helps improve human resources training for the northern Lao region.
Men play an essential role in ending domestic violence and protecting the rights of women and girls. It was highlighted at a seminar on December 17th to promote the active participation of men and boys in preventing violence.
The seminar saw the presentation of research studies to look at the underlying reasons of gender discrimination and measures to reduce domestic violence. Surveys revealed that about 60% of men in Vietnam admitted that they had hurt their wives or their lovers physically or spiritually once. To end violence of women and girls, it needs the participation of men and boys and the improvement of women's social, political, and economic status, participants said. They agreed that the discrimination and violence of women and girls in every corner of the world is a social evil contravening human rights. Vietnam has rolled out many programs and initiatives to encourage men to participate in the battle against domestic violence. However, these programs need to be on a much larger scale to make long-term changes.
On December 17th in Hanoi, Save the Children held a ceremony to sum up a project to prevent the spread of HIV in children and provide health care and assistance to kids infected or affected by the virus.
The project began in April 2010 and finished in February 2012. Its purpose is to reduce the risk of HIV infection and prevent the epidemic's impact on children in Lê Trân District in northern Hai Phong City and Go Vap District in Ho Chi Minh City. The project provided as many as 182 children aged between 6 and 18 with scholarships, tuition, textbooks, and medical insurance. It also supported 12 training courses on children's rights for peer educators and organized hundreds of communication activities on HIV prevention to tens of thousands of students. In addition, It hosted close to 1,300 counseling meetings with 210 children living with HIV and provided loans of 2 to 3 million Vietnamese dong to families with members infected with HIV.
And this is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and goodbye for now.